To me, this feels like laksa.
Yeah.
And then Hokkien mee. But 他们
思念无言，它飞舞世界。若是真爱，再剩几分苦甜，里面蒙住世界里退哭，追随到何处才结果？跃入世界，在天空风天。地表后将一夜追天，正面保护，停留只是经过，风雨中却让我一步爱多。
I'm going to be honest. At this point of time, right, we already conceptualized the intro, but we haven't shot it. Hopefully the intro was good. Okay? And if you haven't guessed it, we are doing a Peranakan episode.
Yes, correct.
So today we're going to explore a lot of Peranakan food.
Yes.
And the only thing I know about Peranakan is my ex-wife was a Peranakan.
Right.
So I'm very familiar with Peranakan food. Yeah.
Okay.
But since we cannot invite her, we invite you instead.
哇 ，OK， 我是那个代替品，fake Peranakan。
For the first location, we are at Whole Earth. Okay, Whole Earth is something that we featured before. 你没有吃过对吗？
我没有吃过，Yeah，but I saw that the episode you all say is surprisingly really very good.
Hey, Whole Earth 是我们的 leaderboard. It's
Okay.
really bloody good.
Wow, okay.
One of the things that they are known for, right, is the sweet sour pork, which we are not having today lah. But
If you're interested, you can watch lah. We
you
got
can
do the
watch.
episode already.
Yeah,
Go and
episode
watch.
45。
yeah, you can,
真的咩？
是
哇哇，how you remember？
it's in the script.
哇，老我都要啊！
配合一下吗？
Okay, then another signature they have is actually the Penang rendang. And then we are also having the ocean of life. Lastly, we got a nutty buah kolak rice. Okay, let's warm up with the trial and tested one, which is
Which the both of
rendang.
y'all agreed lah, that is nice
good.
lah.
It's good. So this is the sorry.
哪人家的哇，very excited, very excited.
Please be reminded that everything here you see is vegetarian, vegan, friendly.
你敢相信吗？这个是
哇
vegetarian。
Damn.
我不敢相信耶，because the spice is so strong. Like the shiitake mushroom, right? It's marinated so well that the spice go into the shiitake.
它会 set 你的一个 base standard for vegetarian food.
Wow.
Yeah. Even though I'm not a vegetarian, I will come here and eat quite often because I really like the food.
Yeah, I want to be honest. I don't usually go for vegetarian options.
yes.
Yeah, I just need meat lah.
对对。
But if I were to go to a vegetarian restaurant, right, the flavors has to be very bold.
Right.
And these flavors are very
Yeah,
bold.
very bold.
Yeah.
Because it's Peranakan.
Correct, correct.
Yeah.
I feel like this time they outdid themselves again.
Yeah, I feel like it's better than last
Wait,
time.
you all never eat before?
No, we eat before, but 它又 like improve 这样诶，它又 surprise 到我这样。Because the flavors now, I feel like it's even more intense than I
Oh,
remember.
so much more intense.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think you all have to understand to make a meat taste good, right, doesn't really take a lot of effort, okay? But want to make a vegetarian dish taste good, wow, that is another level.
Right.
And taste good to a meat eater, is even harder.
Yeah, because it is very time consuming.
So the next one we will be trying is the ocean of life. Okay, so this ocean of life is very technical. So basically, right, it's like sliced lady's finger, pineapple chunks, long bean, and handmade bean curd roll. It looks simple, but each of these roll, right, that you see, right, needs 2 hours to prepare. 2 hours to prepare one roll, right?
That's crazy. Yeah. Actually, it looks like fish.
Yeah, you
Looks like the Assam fish.
有
you know?
有一点。哦。Okay, admittedly, I won't say it tastes like fish. You clearly know it's not fish, but it's a very well executed.
Yes, it's very well.
unique.
I love that they use the seaweed to wrap the bean curd roll. Then the bean curd roll, right, because it's layer by layer, it gives a lot of texture.
I find it very intriguing and interesting, right? Frankly, quite genius, because if you notice, right, all the ingredients that they are talking about, long bean, bean curd skin and all that, right, it is actually not very flavorful. And then they pair it all with Assam, oh. So the Assam give it that taste, but everything packed together gives it that very good texture to the whole dish. Yeah.
And I like that it's spicy. It's a bit like tangy, spicy.
A little bit, yeah. Little bit only, little bit only.
Drink your tap water.
Can tell,
No more. I agree with Ryan that this time I wasn't as amazed as how close they managed to make this to the actual meat. But however, the sauce and everything, right, make me overlook that flaw. You know what's the good thing about this? We eat this, right, don't have bones one.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's good.
这是没有bone的，
That's
没有
good.
bone。
Yeah, I would say the whole highlight of this dish, right, Ocean of Life, is more of the asam sauce.
对，它的 sauce.
I agree.
Yeah. For the last one, we have the nutty buah kolak rice. Okay, this resembles like the olive rice that they are known for.
Alright.
And you must be asking, what's buah kolak?
It's a nut.
Wait, it's a nut. It's described like this. If black garlic and black truffle have a baby, right, that's buah kolak. It's a very staple ingredient in Peranakan cuisine. I feel like it's an acquired tasting.
I feel right, first taste, it's a bit like 星洲炒饭.
Oh, yeah,
Have the 星洲炒饭 fragrance, right?
Yeah.
But then after that, it has a bit of bitterness.
What?
Then after that, it becomes very earthy.
It's so crazy, right? Because I'm eating. When she described, right, the taste changed. It changed in my mouth. It's exactly as she described, right? You're right. The aftertaste may not be what everybody like because you won't expect bitterness when you eat fried rice.
There's 3 layers of it, like what she mentioned. I particularly like the first and the third layer. The second layer, the bitter one, that's the stage that I don't want to go through that. You can try to pair it with the asam sauce. Actually, quite nice.
Okay, but for me, right, actually I quite like the bitter taste.
Oh, you like a bitter taste?
Yeah, it kind of like opens up more space for other flavors to come
Yeah.
out. So if you eat the rice, right, then you go to the asam, you won't find it very
Okay.
jelat.
Yeah, makes sense. Out of the 3, which will be your favorite?
This one really very hard to choose. Really very tough. I personally, I love asam. I like very strong flavor stuff. So the rendang is
Very strong flavor.
super strong. This is really very damn intense. Yeah, but I think I will go with the asam lah. Yeah, because I have a thing for pineapple.
Right. Very
End of the day, I have to go back to the rendang. Because first time I ate it, I was super impressed. Second, I ate it,
even more
Even more
impressed.
impressed.
hands down, I will recommend the rendang to
The
everybody.
original recommendation.
But that's not to say the others is not good.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different.
Yeah, given that whole earth is what I recommend to you, right? I love their original menu. Definitely, sweet sour pork and the rendang is very good. But I found a new favorite. It's the Ocean of Life.
Oh, serious?
Freaking love it. And
Oh, wow.
Again, I just want to say,
You don't like asam?
I don't like asam.
Yeah.
This is damn good. I like this whole combination. It's so intriguing.
But as always, we are very generous.
Yeah.
And of course, we must give you a promo code.
Promo code.
Yeah.
And the promo code is MOM76.
Why mom 76?
Because Mother's Day approaching. So y'all can bring your family for a Mother's Day dinner. And why 76?
Right.
Because this is the
76th Street.
76.
The unit number, unit number.
Yeah. So that's why 76
Oh,
lah.
I thought only got 76
Yes,
mom
yes,
can
yes.
come and eat and enjoy the discount.
If you have
Okay,
76
but
month
promo
also
code,
can.
when does it start? When does it end?
Okay, so this promo code starts from 25th April until 18 May.
Oh, okay.
And if you order any one of these 3 dishes that we feature, you'll get 10% off your total bill.
Yeah. That's good.
So even if you come and eat the sweet sour pork, right?
Also have, also
You
got the discount.
you order the Penang rendang, then you get total bill 10% off.
Correct.
Okay, so with that, we'll be moving on to the next location. Okay, for the second location, we are at Cherki.
Wow.
Okay, Cherki is a Peranakan card game. So this restaurant is located at the Singapore.
Chinese Cultural Center.
对 oh, you're not gonna do that again, okay, sure, alright.
We will just let her finish all the sentences, okay?
So what we're having today is their indulgence set. And this consists of their samba sampler with assorted crackers. They also have the starter platter and a pork and crab meatball soup with their Cherki signature main. And last but not least, the rice pancake with banana sauce.
And this set, right, costs $58. Really
Okay,
quite
pretty worth it to try everything.
But there's another version that is $38, but like don't have like soup or starters lah. And everything is served in small portion, right? So you can try out everything.
a bit like fine dining lah.
Right. Yeah, a bit like fine dining.
The chef was introducing the dishes to us, right? Is this a typical Peranakan cuisine or is it like zheng up to like modern style? Or...
I think Peranakan cuisine is a bit like Chinese cuisine, like 自炒 You choose the dish typically like that. Or sometimes when you see buffet, they just lay out like that. I've never seen it like that. I've never seen it served in course, presented so nicely before.
Yeah.
And I think there's a little bit of fusion influence here and there.
I feel like got
Definitely more modern lah. Yeah.
Because there's like crab，以前没有吃东西的，没有吃 lobster 这些的。
Yeah. We will try everything together.
Yes.
And then we'll pick our top 3 favorites.
Yes.
Wow. The meatball. Try the meatball. Wow. Wow. Okay, the first one, okay, in no particular order, no particular order.
Yeah, no particular order lah.
We have the sweet soy crackling pork belly. The whole flavor of it, right, took me by surprise. It doesn't taste like how it looks. It looks like a normal sour or that, but then there's a sweet note to it. It balances very well with the meaty and porky flavor of the pork belly. Although it's not very fatty, and the meat is very lean, and the skin is very crispy.
The reason why I like it, right, is same thing. It looks really dry. At first, I was just like, yeah, it's just gonna be, you know, like those 2U. It looks like that. But then when I put it in my mouth, have my first bite, crispy on the outside. Actually, I particularly love the fat melting part.
I was the only one that disagreed on this. The part that I took was all in meat. The fatty part, right, feels like, you know when you eat satay, 它有那个猪油 the fatty part. I like it because, right, 它的 sauce, there's this sweet note, right? It's because of this sauce.
And the next one that we really like is the pork and crab meatball soup.
It reminds me of my amma. When I drink
Everything
that,
reminds you of
like, amma.
Okay.
I normally only visit my amma during Chinese New Year, but she will always cook a lot. So every Chinese New Year, she'll make meatballs, 猪肚汤, all that, and then she'll make in abundance. And because my amma, like, she like to put a lot of fillings, 她要 stuff 她的孙子嘛这些. And this feels exactly like it. I cannot find this meatball anywhere outside. It's so big and there's so many ingredients there, and it's so flavorful. And mixed together with the soup, right, it just suck up the essence of the soup. Right? Everything is perfect to me. There's even fish more inside.
Yeah, it's not unique here, but I will say that they execute it very, very well. The soup is very traditional tasting and also very intense.
I actually noticed the meatball itself, right? You can see the real crab meat.
The taste of the crab is very pronounced in this meatball.
And the last one we really like. This one is a very big surprise for me because I hate eggplant. We have the sambal roasted eggplant, and this was amazing.
For me, I would say it's the sambal that stands out.
I'm an eggplant connoisseur.
Yeah, I know.
讲真的, every time I go out, I see eggplant, 我一定 order 的. But I have to agree with Xiao Qian that the star, right, was the sambal. At first I ate the brinjal, I was like, oh, okay, this is quite decent. The sambal 很好吃, 我直接 scrape off 那个 bowl.
That being said, we also have an honorable mention.
Actually, only you lah. Okay.
And our honorable mention is the Assam Pedas barramundi. Again, I just want to say, I hate Assam also. In this combination, right, it's so unique. The Assam, right, is very appetizing and it brings out the flavor of the fish. Whatever fishy smell, fishy taste that the fish might have, right, is all covered in this. And the texture of the barramundi complements so well with this Assam.
I think for me, it's not about the fish lah. It's just about the asam.
But you do realize, right, they take a lot of things that we may not like and they change our impression of it. I think it's because they execute it very, very well.
But you know what's the best thing? You don't have to make a choice. When you buy the set, you get to try everything.
Correct.
And I will tell you, I assure you, I guarantee you, everything is nice. I dare to say, leaderboard worthy.
Wow.
I don't dare lah. I am going to say it is leaderboard worthy.
Leaderboard worthy.
I have just received the most insane news ever.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Okay.
We are actually offering a promo code for y'all. If your code GETFAT,
Yeah.
you order this indulgence set,
$58.
$58. It's 1 for 1.
Holy, wow, that's...
I think it's super
That
worth
is
it.
crazy.
That is
Honestly,
crazy.
right, for the price of 58, right, I already tell you all to come down and eat already, 58. Now it's 58 divided by 229.
Yeah.
But of course, please remember to make your reservation lah. It's gonna be packed lah. I'm sure it's gonna be packed lah.
I'm very sure. I'm very sure.
And not only that, when you eat this indulgence set, really 口感. They have a all-day happy hour for cocktails, beer, and wine.
Well,
All the way until end of May.
so be sure to give Cherki a try. No, it's not to be sure. It's confirm come down.
If you don't come down, right,
Yeah.
你们对不起你的父母。
Wow,
你这张嘴巴 right 没有用了。
吵啊！你真的不孝顺。
Okay, with that, we will move on to the next location. For the last location, we are at Chilli Padi Nonya restaurant.
Wow,
Okay.
sounds
Sounds
really spicy.
spicy.
For context, right, many years ago before I started YouTube, I had a restaurant that is just 2 units away from here. So we are essentially neighbors, but I lost
They
the competition.
survived
They
all
survived.
the way
They
lah.
survived. Right. In fact, they have been around for 23 years. God damn. My restaurant lasted for 2 years.
I guess you can say they are the reason you closed down.
Part of. Because if you notice, here is low density population, so it's not HDB. All the residents around here, right, will have like 4 or 5 restaurants to choose from. They just didn't choose mine.
So many to choose, all them.
So what we're having today, first one, we are having dry laksa. Then we are having the Nonya chapchai. That one we have babi ponte. Let's try the Nonya chapchai first. Why I asked for rice, right, is because a lot of these dishes here, right, you want to eat it with rice.
It's a little bit salty.
比较下饭，因为 Peranakan flavors are very intense.
Hey, this is good leh. It's ridiculously soft.
Oh wow.
This is traditional Nonya stewed vegetable with red fermented nanru. So it has a very distinct flavor to it. Yeah. Why is so quiet? Very light, is it? Not intense enough.
Oh, out of today, right, everything that we have tried, right,
Yeah.
this has to be the most authentic one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I feel like the rest that I tried, it was a little bit more of a fusion.
Upgrade already lah.
Yeah, it's
2.0
more-
lah, 2.0
It's
lah.
more catered to modern times,
Yeah.
right? Like 现代人喜欢吃的东西. But these feel very homely, very traditional.
Yeah.
That's why it feels very authentic.
Agree.
And while it didn't mind blow me because of wow, I never eat this before. But it mind blow me in the sense that like, oh my god, this dish is what I used to eat, but it's cooked to this level.
Okay. It brings back memories. is it?
Yeah, it's very. I can tell it's 很用心煮，真的是 like it feels like they follow recipe to the T, then they cook out like that.
Okay, next up, we will try the babi potato. Okay, this is my favorite, ultimate favorite Peranakan dish. This one, sadly, after I divorced with my ex-wife, right, this is the dish that I miss her mother cook the most. A close second to me will be Chilli Padi's babi potato.
Wow.
For me, I really like this. Have you tried this dish before?
I mean, 我吃过三层肉啦。
Yeah,
No, but this is
我没有吃
babi-
过
What is the difference?
我没有吃过 babi
What's the
potato.
difference?
It's the spice they use is different.
And the sauce, right, they use fermented soybean sauce. So there's a very deep flavor to it. You can try. This one, you absolutely have to eat it with rice. If not, I will feel it's too intense.
Wow. I know why this restaurant is called Chilli Padi.
Why?
You can literally taste the Chilli Padi. Even in the sauce.
Yeah.
I ate the rice with the sauce. The most pronounced flavor was the
The
Chilli Padi.
right? But 它的是 green chili，这个是
Yeah.
它的 green chili。
It's not like as if it's spicy. But I know like 如果你 lick 那个 surface of 那个 chili, that kind of taste, you know? It's not a bad taste.
You lick the skin, not the seed.
Yeah. It's somewhat refreshing to me.
Wow, this is damn good.
This is one of the best in Singapore. From what I understand, you want to do a good barbecue potato, it's really not an easy process. Because there's fermentation involved.
I feel like the chef right needs to be very meticulous when they do the preparation.
And I love the meat. It's melting in my mouth. It's,
The fats,
yeah, there's so much fat. I barely taste the meat. There is some.
I think the part you took is a lot of fat. The part I took a lot of meat.
Right.
Yeah.
But even so, the fat is very melty. Let's say 你的 meal, 它还是 melt in the mouth 的 right?
For the last dish, we will have the dry laksa. This one is the only one that I cannot verify. Number one, whether it's good or not. Number two, whether dry laksa is a Peranakan dish or not.
I don't really like Nonya style laksa because they are very gao and very creamy. I like the more watery kind. Then they have a very strong coconut flavor.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, 自己拿。
Okay.
Then,
Wow.
To me, this feels like laksa.
Yeah.
And then Hokkien mee.
he is laksa, you know, right?
Yeah, I know. Hokkien mee. But 他们
They had a baby.
yes,
and
they
become
have a
this.
baby. Do you like this? Because I feel like it's not as creamy. Like it wasn't the first
It's not what I
flavor.
thought. Yeah.
I expected it to be super
Super
creamy.
creamy,
though.
super coconut, right?
I would say the flavors are there, but for me, the choices of the ingredients is my problem. I like to eat the Nonya style one with the ham lah, you know, all
Same.
the
I like laksa with ham.
Right.
But I would say this lack of wok here because it's dry.
Right.
Okay.
I was expecting creamy but have wok here.
I was expecting that.
Yeah.
What they done right is that instead of coconut, I get a lot of herbs.
Right.
It's the herbs that's the pronounced flavor in this dish. And I think that was very well done.
Yeah.
So, out of these three dishes, which will be your favorite?
Wow, hands down.
Babi
Babi
potato.
potato.
Same, Barbie Bonnet.
Same yeah. I also love the babi potato.
I think it was the combination of everything they did right. Number one, the texture of the meat. It's melty.
Yeah.
Number two, the
The taste of the chili but not spicy.
yes,
Yeah,
correct.
I love it.
But as always, as the Overkill's promoter, we have a promo code for the first location.
Yeah.
We have it for the second location.
Yeah.
Of course, the third one, how can forget?
Of course.
So all you need to do is code GETFAT10 for 10% off your total bill all the way till 31st May.
But only available for Juchet.
Yes, correct.
Because they have a few branches, but the Juche one is running this promotion.
Yes.
Now, the most important question today.
Yes.
Of all the Peranakan places that we ate today, which is your favorite?
This has to be one of the hardest decisions because every time when we face a difficult choice, it's usually different cuisine. Right, we rarely do like a one whole episode same type of cuisine.
Yeah.
But today, right, what I've tasted, right, is three same cuisine. However, it's very different.
Yeah.
Like for example, the one we're having now, it's very traditional, very authentic. Then we have vegetarian kind of Peranakan cuisine.
And then we got the fine dining course one.
Yeah, and that one was a little bit modern infused, I would say.
Correct. Wow, really hard. Today, really hard. Even I still don't have the answer. I still
I have
thinking.
it. I have already.
Then 你讲先啦。
Yeah, I think I would choose the babi ponte here.
Oh, that's unexpected.
Because,
That's
okay, for me, the reason is because it's very traditional.
Yeah.
It's super authentic.
Yeah.
I feel like you can really taste when you try the zap, right? You really can taste the fermented bean, and it's marinated so well in the pork, and plus the pork quality is very, very good also.
Yeah, it is
and
good.
I know to make a good babi ponte, right? It's not
Really
easy
not
one. It's really not easy. Like take many, many hours. And I feel like I wouldn't be able to find elsewhere.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, like you see,
You can, but probably not as good.
yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I cannot find the same taste as this.
Right.
How about you, sir?
If it's me, I have to go with Cherki.
Wow, I wonder which dish.
The reason why I chose that was
Don't tell me your
because
grandmother meatball.
Amma. I love everything there.
Yeah.
Like, we had the difficult choices to make. We have to do the top 3 that we want to feature. But if time allow, if manpower allow everything, right, I will do all. And I'm very amazed by the fact that they were gonna do the 1-for-1 thing.
Yeah.
I was prepared, right?
Yeah, very
Yeah,
worth it,
I was gonna go back again, and I was prepared to pay $58
And
for
use
it.
get fat.
Yeah. No, at first 我拍不懂那个 promo code.
For me, also Cherki. I think the one is revolutionized the whole.
Yeah,
Peranakan
yeah.
cuisine. I mean, all these 3 places are all good in their own right.
Correct.
And I will go back to all these 3 places.
Yes.
It's not to say what, but let's say it's your first experience with Peranakan food, right? And you really want to be mind blown with it, right? Cherki.
Okay.
I think you're the one. Okay, with that, we hope that you enjoyed this week's episode. Remember to follow all our socials, follow Xiao Qian on our socials. Click here for more, click here to what, and cut to the bloopers. Just want to explain that our shirt, we clearly know it's not Peranakan. But what happened was our producer went to shop for the Peranakan shirt, right? They realized they don't have the Peranakan shirt for the guys.
Then we just see which one look a bit like that one. Mahjong is something like that lah.
Yeah, the Daruma also something
like that lah. Then
Yeah.
colorful, okay, buy.
Yeah.
Then
So-
just nice. The most important thing is they got my size.